Alright, so testing this. Yep, they're on push to talk, so they can't hear me. So, welcome back to the Dragonlance campaign. This should be the finale of DL1, and then eventually pick up with DL2. We'll be dealing with our dragon, trying to kill that. Um, so last time we left off, we had to kind of sneak around in this area. Taz went off to try and find some other people as we found somebody had escaped and killed a few draconians, and I think that's where we left off. Oh, we had started meeting with the Dwarf King. That was our first bit. So I'm just gonna go quiet until VOD is ready.
to either take the secret sewer tunnel to the lair of the dragon, according to the Agar Gully Dwarves, or your other option was to help Sunstar and try to rescue any surviving Quayshu members, of which you did find one, because that was the choice you made. Raven Eye has been rescued. The moment he was rescued and the final Draconian lost its life, we ended the episode. So I will share a map for those who don't have it open.
So you can click your token on the right-hand side on your character, and it'll bring up the map too.
Absolutely. That's funny. I just told everyone at home about that too.
Well, since we're here, why don't we go ahead and finish checking these rooms out and just going all the way down, see where it goes before we head back.
Where's Raceland? Has Raceland made his way over here? No.
Rayzon's just a little bit behind. I do believe the tokens are unlocked, right? Yes, they are unlocked because you are out of combat.
I think they were just coming around the corner.
Yeah.
They'll be coming around the corner when they come.
Or something
Uh,
when we went by this room.
And Raven Eye is staying with us.
Raven Eye is staying with you all, but through trite conversation, you did explain you found Sunstar as well. Raven Eye expresses great desire to be reunited with his loved one.
Taz is going to kind of sidle up to Raceland and sheepishly kind of pull out the book that he found in the other room. Does this look like anything to you, Raceland?
Raceland's eyes grow wide.
I mean, I just happened to catch my eye in the other room. Seemed like something that might be out of my league a little bit.
You should be proud, young one. There are few who are able to surprise me, and indeed you have done so. And
All right, he
look
kind of
quite admiringly, and I don't know, part of me wants to be gentle, but I know Raceland would probably just snatch it out of his hands.
he's kind of holding it up sheepishly, a little not afraid, but curious because your eyes have gotten really wide and you're a little scarier than usual.
His comment to Taz did come through, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. But yeah, he's definitely looking at it quite admiringly, to put it mildly. Where did you find that?
The room right behind you with all the chests.
Raceland turns around and kind of looks in the room.
You can explore the room if you want. You can even do an investigation check if you like.
He's going to, but I don't think he's quite done with his conversation with Taz yet.
Okay, just giving you the opportunity.
But he is going to point to whoever's listening. It's strange that the dragon has not claimed this for herself yet.
So can Gold Moon
Yeah, I
search?
don't know, but
What was that, Gold Moon?
Can Gold Moon search a room while they're doing their exploration?
Absolutely. In the room that you're in, This 20 by 30-foot room is quite spare. A bedroll lies on the floor and a pack in the corner.
That's what I remember. I remember you saying that description.
Right. So
Yeah,
is this
yeah.
a holding cell?
Go check it out.
To the north, I'll just draw a line through all of them. Those are all holding cells. And
Okay.
that was the holding cell that had Raven Eye.
Okay, so this is more of an important room.
Right. This room held that Draconian commander, must have been the guard to the cells.
Okay, I didn't see what
I
room he came out of, so I didn't know if this one was one of them. So, yeah, I'm
Yep,
Are
yep.
just
all the ones to the north empty?
They are. There are half-eaten morsels in most of them.
I'm gonna
Drag,
go ahead.
dragon snacks.
They are. It's a gruesome sight. I'll spare you all from the graphic details.
No, kick graphic, kick graphic.
I'm going to take Flint's going to take a look at this, the room where the commander came out of.
Yeah. Taz
All right,
is
meet.
kind of itching to get back there
quickly.
because he couldn't.
I just want to check quickly. Is anyone else taking interest in the object that Tass has shown to me and our conversation?
Karaman is just sort of standing by, but he has really no interest in a book.
Yeah, Riverwind doesn't either. I'm gonna go talk to Raven Eyes, and I know he got healed. I don't know if he's still hurt, but Riverwind is gonna go talk to him, check up on him, see if I can get the story of how he got here. Maybe see if he remembers anything about the layout of the place, how many guards or whatnot.
All right, we will start with Flint. Flint, you were exploring that room. In that room is a desk and chair with a few papers scattered on the desk. Other than that, it's pretty empty. Key ring mounted on the wall to hang keys.
But
Key
no
ring
key.
holder.
Are there any keys on it?
Let's see here. Tass, you picked the lock, didn't you, to Raven Eye?
Yeah. He did.
Yeah, so there is a key on the.
no. He took the keys to open the cell
Oh, he
door, but
did.
then he picked the actual lock that he was being bound by.
That's it. That's why I was
Oh
confused.
yeah,
He
yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
both.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, he did both. That's right. So there are no keys. Tasselhoff took them.
Fair enough.
And then some of you were saying you wanted to talk to Raven Eye. He's just around the corner.
Riverwind's gonna talk to him, see what happened.
I moved him up there so everyone can pretty much find him. Yeah, okay, Riverwind. I was listening to what you said. They came out of nowhere. The last we knew, we were just merely making breakfast for the tribe when all of these draconic creatures started charging toward our tribes, our village. They snatched and grabbed all sorts of people. There were hobgoblins with them as well. And the next thing we know, we were being dragged off to the east toward this place.
And the rest of our people, are they still out there, or are they in here? How many survived?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I do believe I may be one of the last ones. I am very thankful to hear that Sunstar is still alive, but that creature would mock me the past few days, saying that I was the last and at any day I would be eaten as well.
No, can't be true. He looks very sullen and depressed. After a few moments of thought, he puts his hand on Raven Eye's shoulder and says, "Go over to my friend. She needs you." And then I'm gonna try and just depressingly sulk around Gold Moon.
Now that I think about it, I did hear something about prisoners going to a place called Pax Tharkus.
From our tribe?
Possibly. They weren't specific on who these prisoners were.
Since Raceland is right next to me. Grate, have you heard of this place? Pax Tharkus.
I'm pretty sure like you all would
We would
know
all
of that
know, right?
place. Yeah, like it's not like hidden in invisibility or anything. And it's a pretty like big place just to the south of where you all. I mean, well, oops, but I mean it's a pretty big place nearby the land of where you all hail. So I would say you all know. I mean, Tanis knows of that place, of course, but I would say
Would
the rest of you would.
would Riverwind be familiar with it since he's from the plains, or?
Yeah, I would. I really like when I think about it. It's like it would just make sense that you would all know about this giant like castle fortress to the south that
Yeah.
pretty much blocks two mountains. Uh, that pretty much is squeezed in between two mountains and is the path to go through to get to the southern area, the southern region.
Are you talking about
Yeah,
Talon?
Am I talking about what?
Tantalon?
Pax Tharkus?
Okay, no, never mind. I thought you were talking closer to home.
No, no, no.
no, Pax Sarkis is very old and not really hidden, so I think we'd all know
Flint will
about it.
know about it, absolutely. I don't think any of the others will.
Tass would. From his
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Tass
Tasker.
would.
Taz has heard enough stories from Flint, but has he been there? I don't think so.
I don't think
No.
anyone's been there. I don't
Oh,
even
Flint
think
has been
Tanis
there.
has been there, but Tanis would know about that. I mean, I would
Tannis
think.
probably would too. Flint definitely would. Flint has been there. I don't think Tass has been.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right, Flint. Oh, that's right. Yep, yep, yep. All right,
Flint
with
actually
that
has a
solved.
memory of the place.
So maybe you've all heard of the place. Maybe. But that is unimportant right now, says Raven Eye. We need to get to Sunstar and escape this madness of a place.
Before we start clearing out, Taz kind of shrugs and hands the book up to Raceland. He finds it interesting, but it doesn't have any maps or anything in it, so it's just a lot of words. He's kind of ambivalent about it.
Thank you, Tass. I will certainly remember this gesture.
Raceland grabs it eagerly and starts perusing it just long enough to confirm his suspicions.
I hope it contains something good that can help us get out of here.
It may provide of use, but it is primarily a journal of a mage that lived from the time before the cataclysm. I am very interested to read his entries.
Well, happy reading, but let's try to figure out how to get out of here first.
Absolutely, but at some point I'll be happy to share his stories with you.
Excellent. Can't wait to hear some stories.
So, with book in hand and well stashed, Raceland is going to go check out the rest of the room while also considering our options.
Okay. It
Did
is not. It is not a specifically titled spell book. I purposely just titled it spell book for options while I run this campaign. So it is in the party sheet.
Muchas gracias.
Did Flint examine the desk in the other room?
There were a few papers scattered on the desk, written in a language unbeknownst. And then Raceland. Oh, I see you rolled your investigation. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I think he was ordained to find it anyway.
You do happen to find one other item. You actually find a very polished, exquisitely made dagger that does not seem to have worn over time. It's something you would definitely want to snatch up. It's in the party sheet.
Uh, that's something Raceland found, right?
It is. I just put it in the party sheet for ease, but you can snag it because you're the one who found it.
Well, I have no need to hide it, but I'll grab it and put it into my thing and then kind of walk around and point out that I also found it. Raceland will be very protective of the spell book now at this point, though.
I understand that, Raceland. All right, so let us move forward and decide on a plan of action, everybody. Tell me what you want to do.
What did Goldmoon find in the pack?
He didn't say, so she went down the other hallway.
Oh,
Oh, I apologize. My coffee's kicking in, so my brain's got a lot of clatter right now. I apologize. Give it about 15 minutes and I'll calm down. The pack contained dried meats and a map showing the exact layout of the entire palace. Would you like to see that map?
yes.
Yes, please.
That would help for planning.
I know exactly where you got that map from.
I used to own the actual book. Man, I miss my books.
I still have it, thankfully.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have it right here too, right behind me.
You
At
know,
least it shows where the sewer comes in and that the dragon's lair is just up ahead through these double doors.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's good to know that we're right there. Uh, and we need to probably be a little bit more quiet.
Yeah.
Because several explosions of these draconians just kind of went off.
I should point
How
out
long has
one.
it been since the dragon addressed? Since we saw the dragon in the Great Plaza?
It was over an hour.
Yeah, it's definitely been over an hour, maybe probably a couple hours by now.
I don't mean to be a party pooper, but one small discrepancy on here. The map was made many years ago, so there wouldn't be any references to the Draconians or the dragon's name itself.
Yeah, I probably need to go through and white out some of these words, but I really like the map.
Oh, the
It's a
map's
cool
great.
map. No argument. The waterfall effect is that they did on there is done very well.
It is
I want to rip
very
that off.
3D.
I would like to come over to the bed and just see if there was anything hidden around here, any private notes, since this was the commander's place, I guess.
The notes don't make much sense, as they seem to be in a language you don't understand, and they seem to be more scribble than anything else. It would appear that they were not completely organized in their writings of paper on paper.
It'll be useful for later, maybe.
Yeah, you can snatch it if you want. And Gold Moon, let's talk about I see where you're looking.
Yep, down the hall, some double doors down here. According to the map, the big boss is here.
Absolutely. Water seeps down the arching walls of the 10-foot wide hall. A cold, musty smell rides in the air. And yes, absolutely, there are double doors down there.
Confab.
Do we want to go down that way and come at the big bad from over here?
We had the
Well,
sewer entrance, didn't we?
yeah, if you want to go all the way around, we can come down here and just see if the doors are locked and listen.
Well, I'm thinking maybe a surprise.
Scouting our options from that sewer entrance is probably the wisest course of action. Tass is well suited for navigating down there and would be most likely to get through there unnoticed.
Tass, stop laughing about and get down there. Tell us what you see. Come on.
All right. Just
You
can't
wanna
stay clean. I'm getting
you wanna
sticky
trust
again.
him around a whole bunch of shiny stuff and not get caught?
Well,
Wait,
he'll do it better than any of us would.
Successful on more than one occasion, but we should at least accompany him to the sewer grate.
Yes. I'll follow, make sure he doesn't get into trouble.
Raven Eye repeats that it really wants to reunite with Sunstar as well, but understands if you all have a death wish.
Well, yeah, he can go back to Raven Eye, I guess, with Taz and whoever goes with him to the Grate.
So yeah.
Someone would need to escort Raven Eye.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Did Taz see the sewer grate that you guys are talking about?
It's the one that Boo Poo was going to lead us into on the western side of the compound.
Oh, way on the other side. Okay.
So we might as well try
Did the Draconians have any weapons that Raven Eye can pick up?
I think they
Uh,
exploded.
Haven't exploded?
Hey, Vod, where is Boo Poo?
We left her there.
Boo Poo stayed with Sunstar.
Okay.
If they're still there, I'd
Doesn't
be
the
surprised.
sewer have access at the bottom of this hallway where it says cave in? Can you
I don't,
access the sewer from there?
I don't know. It may have been caved in there, so we can only get to it if you want to take it
No,
all the way up the
unfortunately,
grate. Then
that bit of water runs underneath the passage. There is no direct connection from the hall that we're into that waterway.
Yes, correct. You can go down there and look if you want, but it looks like it's a collapsed hallway. Uh, Rubble fills all the way up to the ceiling.
so we can go in the front door or try to sneak in through the grate.
I would personally like a two-pronged offense, but we would still need somebody to scout before we actually attacked.
I would send none but the quietest of us down that hallway, for fear of alerting the dragon. We can be reasonably sure she is holed up in there, at least for now.
Well,
So the sneak guy goes down the hallway and listens,
no,
and then
you
goes
go
all.
down the other shaft. If this links over to here and you can speak out this way or can get out this way, then we'll try to get you out of there. But no, I think you going in is best the other place.
Okay, I don't know what you said.
So I'm saying you go over to where Bupu said that there's a shaft to go in. You go in, you check it. If this
Open
map is
them.
correct and saying that there's another little sewer spot at the end of this hallway, then we can just bring you out and talk about a plan there.
So Raceland kind of looks over at Gold Moon and then back at the rest of the group.
I must admit, my lady, I am kind of at a loss as to whether or not you are meant to be our weapon or we are meant to keep you safe from the dragon. We may have to play this by ear.
Well, we could go in the front door. That'll cause a commotion, so the thief guy can go over there and grab the miscal, whatever it was that we're looking, the little discs. Or we all can just try to go down the sewer. What do you want to do?
Well, Taz is ready to head back to the sewer. If I'm reading this correctly, there is that from the room Boo Poo is in. That's a big L-shaped sewer that's gonna head south and then cut back east over the chamber. Right? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And according to Boo Poo and the other gully dwarves, she did explain that the secret passage will take you right to where the dragon's treasure is.
Did anybody
So-
get a look at how? Did you get a look at the sewer at how big it was?
We were just at the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, no one went down yet.
Okay.
Why don't I escort Tass back with Raven's Eye, and then we go down the tunnel. I'll make sure he comes out alive.
Actually, both of you would probably be small enough that it would be an easier fit.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, Tass.
Do you have a way of making him invisible?
I do.
How many more times can you use such magic and still be useful in this fight?
I can spare one more, I am sure, for the time being, and still be able to access my magic.
Okay.
And
So Vodkard,
yep,
on how do you do the spell books? If the wizard already has the spell, do you allow them to use it like a scroll?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I think spellbook is just what you know I can draw from.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
can
do.
learn this, you
I'm
can
gonna,
learn it from the spell book, but the way I've done it in the past is that if you really want to use it from a spell book that way, you lose the spell.
yeah, I'm gonna have to say that scrolls are more uh one-time uses, while spells can while a spell book is in order to inscribe the spell by memory or put it in your repertoire. I love that word.
But yeah, fortunately, I have invisibility memorized already, so we're good there.
Okay, you guys
All right.
run down the sewer. How are we going to know when you have made an entrance or when we should come in the front? Maybe make a distraction.
That's what
Well,
I was wondering.
the idea is we're not going to check down that hallway until either we're going to fight the dragon or you all make it to the end. On the map, it does say that there is another like sewer output.
You're looking at sewer cave-in? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that sounds like that. If you wait there, I don't think we can get out that way. I think that entrance is sealed off
Unless you have a dwarf who knows how to work stone.
without waking a dragon.
Ideally.
That's
Well,
what I
there's
just
only.
asked, and they said it's below, and there's no way to get into the sewer from there.
All right. Well,
Okay.
there's only one way to find out. You all are unlocked on the map, so start heading where you plan to go.
There is no guarantee that the dragon will be asleep.
Yeah,
No.
which is why I'm saying I'm not moving past this point until shit hits the fan or we have a plan.
Yeah, Taz's gonna check it out because if he's going in that sewer, he'd like to have a exit.
Just going to mosey down here and listen and try to be quiet. Just move a square at a time. And then hold before the doors until we can hear ruckus on the other side or we just go barging in. Maybe you guys can like go to the end where the cave in is and maybe tap on the stone to let us know that you're ready.
I think that works.
Is that okay, Taz?
I mean, we can try it. I don't know if you'll hear me through all that rock. Sure is a big pile of rocks.
Yeah, but if we're quiet, we sit on the rubble, sitting at the end, waiting for your tap, and then we know you're ready.
All right. Well, Taz is getting a little itchy to go, so he's gonna say, "Come on, Flint, let's shake a leg."
Oh, whippersnapper.
We gonna escort Raven Eye with us?
Yeah, take him with you so he gets reunited with Sunrise or whatever her name is, Sunset.
Did you know in Sesame Street, Big Bird never got Mr. Hooper's name right? Yes, do you all remember that nice old man who ran the store in Sesame Street? Well,
That's like a little cast.
one day, the actor who played Mr. Hooper passed away. Inevitably, we all pass away. So, in true Sesame Street fashion, Sesame Street did an episode about talking about how Mr. Hooper passed away. And in that episode, Big Bird finally said his name right.
Nice.
Are you saying this because it's not Sunset, it's Sunstar?
Yes. That is exactly why I said that, because twice he got her name wrong, and I thought it was kind of funny.
All right, Taz, I'm
Moral
waiting
of
for
the story.
you by the big statues.
And I went ahead and moved Raven Eye over there because Karaman and Raceland were already ahead of the game and moving over there. So everyone move into position.
I'm try and console with Riverwind. Just checking both of our arsenals. Because currently we're the only ones here to protect Gold Moon.
But we are not invisible, right? Raceland did not make us invisible at this point.
No, it was merely discussed. I don't believe he actually
Yeah,
cast
I
it on
didn't
you.
cast the spell. I thought I was only going to use it on Tass. So if we're going to cast it on anyone else, we'll probably have to regroup for a moment.
Too late now.
Yeah, I can only cast it on one anyway, so it's going to be on Tass.
That's the only one that really matters right now. Just
Yeah,
we
Flint was
are,
just going back there to like hang back and just be there in case something happens.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There might be a caveat here. Hold on.
Unless you can use a 3rd level spell slot.
That's what I'm checking the calendar for. What is our current moon? New Atari is waxing.
Yeah, let's check the date. It's actually, I would say it's probably, let's see here. No, that's about right. 2 days since the meeting. That's about right.
Hold on, trying to find the moon magic thing quickly, or as quick as I can. There it is. Yes, I have an effective +1 casting level while New Atari is waxing. So yes, I could cast it at the 3rd level once and be able to make 2 people invisible.
Oh, very cool.
well,
So,
we have left the building though.
so Taz, you're going to catch up with me here?
All right. Let's see here. Let me look at where you all are real fast. Looks like everyone's
Taz.
right about in position.
All right, so let me target and I will cast. Give me a second. And Tass is now invisible.
Nice. As I believe, who was it? Tasselhoff was the last person. No, who was the last person to walk in that room? Tasselhoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tasselhoff, as you walk in the room, you swear you hear some stomping and hissing sound, a sound you've never heard before from far away. But it's probably just your imagination. You run inside with the rest of everybody.
Stomping and hissing. It's awfully suspicious. Taz looks behind him one time, but then, just for fun, now that he's invisible, he knows he's invisible, he's gonna kind of swipe the hat off of Flint's head and just like float it around the room a little bit.
Get back here with that damn doorknob of a Kinder. I'm just going to grab it out of your hands and smack where I think your head would be.
I might watch your back. I might watch your back, guys. I could have sworn I heard something kind of
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
stomping around. Okay, where's Boo-Poo?
And who else was I applying invisibility to?
It's supposed to be Flint and Taz.
Yeah, me and Taz, because I'm going to go in behind him.
Well, Flint, you're going to make a bunch of noise anyway.
He's staying further behind.
Then why be invisible?
Yeah, I think that's there's no need to expend the bigger spell.
We got a freebie upgrade anyway.
It could come to more use later against the dragon, that's for sure.
True.
All right, so who's all heading down? Oh, Boopoo, I forgot. Boopoo and Sunstar are there. They were just invisible. Now you can. They're not invisible. They were, you know. It was in case there was like an encounter, it would just skip them, so I wouldn't have to like manually go past them every time. Never mind, that's metagaming. But there they are. Boopoo is very excited to see all of you, especially you, Raceland. Raven Eye and Sunstar, it's a touching moment as they embrace each other and hold on to each other for quite a while. Up until Boopoo finally says, "Where's everyone else?"
Well, we split up. I'm gonna need you to show me that sewer. We're gonna go one way, and they're gonna kind of go the other way, and we're gonna hope it all works out for the best.
One way or another. Okay. Well, here's the sewer grate. And she splashes into the water, find out is only a few inches thick, and pulls open a grate in the center of the water pool, of which you can see a dark, musty opening going down, down, down. Who's all going down there?
Smells bad.
Yes, thank you.
Well, Taz is popping in first.
And I'm going in after. Flint.
Raceland and Cameron, what are you two? Are you two going in also?
No, I'm going to wait up top for him.
Yeah, we'll wait. I'm with Raceland, so where he goes, I go.
Wouldn't it be better for y'all to be with the rest of the party so that it's one big force when we attack the dragon?
Oh, sure, and then it can take us all out in one single swoop.
Are we coming from two different? One comes in the grate, one comes in the door.
We are best off hitting it from multiple directions. The problem is timing.
True, but now, right now we are, as of just like last session, we are now about to split the party three ways.
Like making you work for it, Vod.
I've got some stuff prepared and actually all ready for you all.
No, we can't be predictable now, can we?
It's all over when the DM starts smiling.
Come on, Vod, turn off the quantum computing, okay? Just let our craziness happen.
What's wrong with 1 plus the square root of 5 divided by 2?
That's a lot.
Nothing as long as you're using imaginary numbers.
I'm an art major, and that's very scary. Please stop saying those things now.
Oh, good thing I didn't retort with what I was thinking of.
That's actually the golden ratio, but I won't get into that. All right. So, Karaman and Raceland, you are staying with Raven Eye and Sunstar, who have no desire to have a death wish after they've finally been rescued and thought they were going to die for the last week. Boopoo has no desire to go in the sewer as well, but she does not go in because Raceland does not go in there. As for Tanis, Riverwind, and Goldmoon, Tanis, you hear some clopping. Clop, clop, clop.
I draw an arrow and turn to where it's at. Oh, fuck.
You spot one of these walking around the corner. It's sniffing around. It must smell you all. You have just a moment, Tanis, as you are the only one who sees it.
This is not good.
Yeah, crap. I let loose the arrow.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Control click that mofo.
That's it.
And it's a hit. Good job.
Okay, here comes a trip attack.
Oh, good call.
Slow this thing down.
That was a nice roll.
Yep. Please fail.
They did.
Yes.
It did.
Nice.
Nice. It is pro. Oh, you added it on. Sweet. It
Yep.
is prone.
Excellent strategy.
This is bad. I kind of just like wave my bow around with towards Riverwind and Goldmoon's direction, not trying to like actually make any sound.
All right. And for simplicity, everyone roll initiative.
Yep.
Wait, even the sewer people?
Even the sewer people.
God damn, I can't believe this. Fuck. I hate these things.
I've never heard anyone say this word out loud. Is it cataplebus or is it catoblipus?
Catoblebus.
I've always gone with the extended
Catoplebus.
the extended vowels, yeah. Catoblepus. Which may or may not be correct.
And having taught myself Japanese in high school, I tend to do each group of consonant and vowel equally sounded. So I want to say catoblipus. No, that's just me. Looks like everyone rolled initiative. Most excellent. I do believe
Yeah, so
Tanis, you did. Tanis, didn't you say you notified River? You tried to grab the attention of Riverwind and Goldmoon.
Yes, by waving my longbow in their direction.
I would say I'm looking at Riverwind, your passive perception. You definitely saw Tanis, and you saw him fire a bow. I mean, fire an arrow.
all right, I am going to head down there then and whisper to Goldmoon. Something is coming at Tanis. And let's see, movement here is 30, so
Double huff it if you want.
yeah, I'm trying to get my math the right size, sorry. So that's 60 right there, double move, right?
That looks about right.
I think one more.
Yeah, one more.
One more.
Yep.
I guess I go where my
And,
honey goes.
Oh, you gotta
bring the
wait.
turn.
You gotta wait your turn, Gold Moon.
Yeah, we're in initiative at
yeah.
this point.
I got everything on top of everything. I'm sorry. There we go.
All right, Raceland, you wave goodbye to Tanis, and I mean not Tanis, to Tasselhoff and Flint. Anything you want to do as you watch them go down the sewer?
Thinking about if there's any realistic way I can maintain contact with them, but I don't think I've got anything that inspirational at the moment. Unless maybe I could. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, let me check something. How far can I allow a mirror image to go from me? And does it have to stay within my sight?
Per the spell?
Yeah.
I think
guess
they're
it's
just like all technically in your square. I don't think you can move them. I could be wrong.
Yep, it's in your space. So,
Okay.
yep, that the very first sentence says in your space. So I would say they appear right next to you.
Just trying to think creatively here, but yeah, probably not much I can do without sucking up a lot of useless time. So, just wish them well.
All right, go ahead and end your turn then. The Catoplebus, but it's hard to say the P as a P saying it that way. Howls in pain as the arrow strikes true and through its tough skin. It begins to charge right at you, Tanis.
But it's knocked prone, right? So it's got to spend half its
Oh,
movement
it's
moving up.
prone, yeah.
Yeah, I purposely wanted to slow this thing down.
I forgot for a moment. Yeah, there we go. All right, so it does take half of its movement to get back up. So give me a second here.
Just backing down the hall, Tanis.
It still dashes, but thankfully it lost a quarter of its dash because it's a half of a half.
Correct.
Just seeing how far away it is. All right, Tanis.
All right. Crap, I'm gonna have to start using all my fun stuff now. So I'm gonna fire another arrow.
You shoot, but the charging Catoplebus easily dodges out of the way as it runs towards you. It's a moving target, too difficult to hit,
Yep.
even though it's big.
Try again.
That's funny.
Oh man, this is not going well. Action surge. Fire off two more.
Oh shit!
Please, come on.
Hey, look, it hit, but
Okay,
just
cool.
barely.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with another trip attack. Please roll as low as I have. Thank you.
2. Only 2.
Come this
Nice.
way.
All right. Tripping it up again and I really don't want to stick too close to that, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna whisper to Riverwind. It is a big, ugly death monster. Try not to get too close.
It's called a mofo.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Where does it come from?
No idea.
And I guess I'm just going
Just
to
gonna pull
go.
out a piece of jerky, start eating.
All right, that sounds good to me, Flint. You are now heading down the sewer passage. Let's talk about that sewer passage a moment. How you rolled higher than Tasselhoff?
Can I
Possible, I
hold?
mean.
Can I hold my action till he goes down so we could go?
Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Go ahead and just end your turn, then we'll get back to you. Okay, Tasselhoff. Tasselhoff, you head down the sewer.
Yeah, he's going down. Do we get a map of the sewer? No, I guess it's just a straight shot, huh?
It is. It's pretty much just a straight shot. No map. Uh, let's see here. As for dark vision, Tasselhoff, I didn't think you had dark vision. You do not have dark vision, and it is pretty dark in there.
Yeah, I'm checking my my inventory here, see what I can do.
Kender's checking his pouches.
Absolutely.
Roll that beautiful table.
Oh, I know, right?
Well, yeah, I could put I mean, we're in the sewer. Um so break out the hooded lantern if I can.
Yeah, you can totally break it out. It looks like I'm looking at your stuff. You can totally get it set up because you
Yeah,
have a
and
tinder box. So
yeah, I have everything I need to get it going. I can kind of direct the light so it's not blasting everywhere. But what does this sewer look like? Am I standing in water? Are the walls stone? What's what does it look like?
the center of the floor is a goopy liquid. It is definitely not a thin flowing watery liquid. It is more slop and glop. But thankfully, on this either side of the sewer is a small walkway above the sloppy the sloppy goop. So as you head down, you may have put a foot or two in the slop, but you can step on the sides and walk the sides of the sewer if you like. Also, with the hooded lantern, and now that you can see, the tunnel does, just like the map I gave you all a little bit earlier, the tunnel does seem to run a couple hundred feet at least to the south. Now, my question though, are you going to, are you and Flint, since Flint's come right after your turn, are you both going to be stealthy? Are you both going to just walk it, or are you both going to run?
Well, I think I don't know what Flint thinks of this. I'm gonna try to. I'm kind of naturally stealthy, but I'm not gonna run. But time is kind of the essence because we have a ticking clock with the invisibility. So I don't think we can afford to be super duper stealthy here. I think we got to kind of walk it. I'm not about ready to break out in a run here.
Yeah, I would rather walk. I'm a walking tin can, type of it is.
So I'm not sure how far. Like you said, a couple hundred feet. This is a long tunnel. We'll kind of work our way down onto the walkway, and I mean, Taz is trying to be as stealthy as he can while still keeping up at a good clip here.
Okay, I went ahead and took you and Flint off the map. Are you two still? Oh, with line of sight, you two can't see the map, can you? That's okay. I mean, do you really need to stare at Bupu and Sunstar and Raven Eye making out?
The less I see of Bupu, the better.
All right, then go ahead and end your turn. And Flint, you're going with them, right? I heard you what you said. Got it. So we are at Gold Moon.
She'll move up here, get Tanis's eye contact, give him some thumbs up, and you can do it. Give him an inspiration.
So you're not going to run up with them?
Nope.
Got it. You should just open the door then.
I would.
Oh, that's a horrible thing for a DM to say. Nice. Bardic Inspiration was been given to Tanis. We are back up to Riverwind.
All right, so Riverwind's going to come up here, half his movement, and let's see if I can do this. I am going to put a. So I'm going to use my hunting trap. And what's on the walls to the side of here? Is there anything to hook the chain on? I'm thinking like the hunting trap might have a spike into it that I can like quickly jam into the corner of the wall, maybe.
Yeah, I would allow that. Water is seeping down the walls, which have eroded them pretty badly. You could easily chisel like a spike or something into the wall.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the hunting trap right there, move back 15 feet, and have my bow ready.
Nice, nice. Not just a hack and slash move.
No, everyone's a smart plainsman.
Raceland, if you're just chilling, you can just end your turn.
Not quite. I'm going to actually roll an insight check and see if I feel there's going to be a need for us to be closer as opposed to being all the way away like the last combat. So, let's see.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So obviously, I know too much about what's going on, but Raceland doesn't.
What does Raceland's spidey sense tell him?
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking too.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. I think he's feeling pretty insightful. So, with that in mind, he's going to look over at his brother and suggest,
Perhaps we should be closer when all comes down. I have a feeling we will be needed, both you and I.
Then my question to
Okay.
you is: do you plan to take the sewer or the above ground or the I shouldn't say above ground or the lower cavern?
he looks over at Karaman to see if there's any inclination from him, but his initial thought is that uh, when we enter, stealth won't be necessary. And his brother, and thinking also his brother will probably be better served by having freedom of action. So I'm going to suggest to Karaman that we approach the main hallway from the west and look it down at Flint and see if he's willing to tag along too. Or no, Flint's following Tass, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Okay, so
am.
that's basically me and Karaman deciding whether or not we're going to back up from another flank.
So based on that
Didn't
map
that
I gave you, did you say, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to go to the western door of the circular room?
If Karaman agrees, yes.
so he wouldn't know this, but Sven knows this. The map does say traps, but he's I'm eating. Map. Well, I don't have to go through the sewer. I'm in the middle of snack. You lead the way. Just tell me where to go.
All right, so Raceland's going to move, I guess, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Seem to be having a problem moving my thing, my token. There we go.
That sounds about right. That looks about right. Again, the catoblepus. Hey, I said it that way.
I'm going to have to look that up now.
I'm going to look it up afterwards too.
It broke a leg. It keeps falling and tripping.
Yeah, I've now broken 2 of its hooves.
You're the DM. You decide how it's pronounced in your world.
Oh, nice, nice.
Essentially.
Well, let me go back in time really quick and talk to was it the Grecians? Can't remember which folklore the catoblepus is from.
Greek.
I think so, yeah. All right, give me a minute. Okay, I am back from going back in time, and it is catoblepus. Mwah.
Pitabla plus.
Giant death monster is all I care about that thing being.
Giant smelly death monster, but we'll get to the smell if it gets close enough to you.
Oh, is it like a fart machine?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, speaking of that bog of eternal stench earlier, yeah.
No dwarf. He salivates.
Ooh, it's getting close. It got up, taking half of its movement, and charged, taking 3/4 of the rest of the half of its movement, ending its turn right before turning the corner. All right, Tanis. You are aware and saw Riverwind set up a hunting trap. Tanis, you there?
Yeah, so I know that the hunting trap does an ongoing damage if they never get out of it. What I want to try and do is apply a poison to the hunting trap.
I will totally allow that. You just that we'll just role play that and in case it oh nice, you linked it too. That helps me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna quickly apply that poison as an action, and then back right up next to Riverwind.
All right, looks like it's an extra 1d4 damage.
Yes. and it lasts for 1 minute.
Well, in that case, let's make the trap green.
It's gonna be deadly.
Nice. All right. Anything else, Tannis?
No, that's it.
All right. Caraman, you're following Raceland? And that's it.
Yes.
It's Flint. All right. Flint and Tasselhoff are combining you two. You continue to head down the sewer. Walking at the pace that you are, you start to get close to where you're close, but not yet there, to where the tunnel seems to turn east.
All right. Yeah, we're not really investigating anything here. We're just trying to keep it moving.
There's
Look back
nothing
at.
you want to investigate down here.
I guess more keeping an eye out for any living things that might be swimming around in here or scurrying around in here. But okay. So we're gonna continue again as far as we can, moving as quickly as we can. I keep pestering Flint. Flint, you're making as much noise as a tin can rolling down a hallway. Try to keep it down, would you? Try to be
Okay.
stealthy here. We're on a mission, a very important mission.
They're going to see that lantern before they hear me.
Well, maybe you should have gone first since you can see in the dark, but I can't see anything, so we're gonna do it this way. Come on.
Fine, fine.
Abbott and Costello.
That's a good analogy. I used to
Can we
love
make it up?
watching them.
Can we make it up to the bend?
Yeah, you pretty much get it right up to the bend. And then your turn ends. Heidi ho.
I don't know. I want to get too close to that thing.
Are you just gonna chill where you're at?
Almost. I'll get up here. Maybe I could hit it with a rock.
All right, Riverwind, are you?
Yeah. So can I see this thing's big stupid head sticking out from where I'm standing?
Let's hear from where you're standing. You could just barely see it. I would almost give you maybe a -5 if you did a ranged attack.
Don't want to see it.
Oh, just ready your action when it pokes its damn
Yeah.
head around there, then shoot it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking if I could see its head, I'd fire, but I'll wait. I'll hold my action.
Well, with the creature as it is, you probably see just its head poking out. But catopluses do have a kind of a small head, so.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till it comes around the corner. So if I'm gonna hold my action, do I still hit the turn complete?
Yeah. Yep. And then just if I don't say anything, just when I move the creature, just speak up. All right, Raceline.
I'm just going to move further on down.
I swear I'm having deja vu.
A little bit.
Yeah, but we'll be close enough when they actually attack the dragon. I'm not anxious to catch sight of this thing.
Charging, it snaps on the hunting trap. I got it all covered. I actually have everything up on my screen to roll everything here. The hunting trap snaps right on his third hoof, breaking 3 of them now.
The flesh wound. I'm not dead yet.
Want me to roll the basic poison save?
I'm automatically adding the poison. I'm going to say, with the poison carefully applied upon it, it easily, and since the poison is just a 1d4, don't worry about having it roll a saving throw. It added an extra 2 damage.
All right, so now that it is secured in the trap, I will fire. And
Hold on, let me give it an effect here then.
Restrained.
okay,
Or is it just grappled? I can't remember.
I think it's restrained, yeah. All right, go for it. Tannis.
do you want Riverwind to fire, or since I was waiting, or no?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you. Riverwind, you see him. He was snapped into the hunting trap. You want to do an attack action now?
Does he
Yes,
get
sir.
advantage?
It did take some damage from the hunting trap, yes.
I
Does
just wondering
the go ahead.
if he gets advantage when he shoots.
He's
It's
restrained, so yes.
restrained, yeah. It should
It'll do it
automatically
automatic.
apply it.
I got one more. Oh, so if it's a favorite enemy, is this a beast? Does that do anything for my attack roll?
I think it's a monstrosity.
It is technically a monstrosity, not a beast. Look at that.
Nice.
20.
Gold Moon cheers you on. Min max.
Hey, he hit it. Don't
Yeah,
give him
it's
shit.
something. We got it finally below half.
Not another good hit. Yeah, this is true. It does finally appear to be pretty bloodied.
Now Tannis is going to whoop its ass.
All right, Janice.
Now Tannis is gonna hope that he hits.
You get it now.
All right. Barely. But I'll take it.
Damage dice are not with us.
No, they are not.
I was just saying that to the people at home. Yeah, you guys are low on some low damage rolls.
We're saving up the good ones for a little bit later.
Yeah, we
That's
got a
what I
dragon to
think.
fight.
Yeah, I hope that's right.
Yeah, just 2 hits.
All right, Caraman following his brother.
Yep, moving on up
Flint in. Yep.
to the west side.
To the house. Yep. Then Flint and Tasselhoff, you two are hoofing it. You turn the corner and start heading east. Bringing us to Gold Moon.
Go wing a rock at the thing.
Hopefully using your sling, you're not actually
Yep.
like, throwing it.
No, you use your sling.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I like restrained more than grappled or prone. Because when you're prone, that's disadvantage on a ranged attack.
Am I up again already?
I'm trying to
Yes.
keep things speedy.
It's going quick.
You can move this way a little bit in case he busts free.
15 hits, right?
15 hits, yes. Another hit.
I think you have a bardic if you need it sometime.
Oh yeah, I do from last game. And yeah, I'll move back a few feet.
All right, Raceland.
I think that should about do it.
All right, now what does it need to? What type of saving throw does it need to roll?
So it has to roll the strength check DC 13, and if it fails, it takes another point of damage. If it
Got it.
succeeds,
Which it did.
its movement. So then it breaks free, and
But
should
that
be good to move.
but that was its action doing so.
Yeah, that was his action.
And he charges up to you, Tan.
Yep.
And belches.
Used its action
Oh,
already.
yeah, I actually do have a little window open ready for that.
Kill it. Kill it
Oh,
now.
wait, Tanis. It's your turn, but wait, you started your turn within 10 feet of it.
Yep.
The stench of it is absolutely horrendous. But thankfully, through your travels, you have smelled far worse.
I smelled Tasselhoff after that food fight.
Hey, I'm not even there and I'm offended.
You did, Riverwind. You moved just back far enough. All right, Tanis, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna drop the bow, pull out the longsword, and hopefully kill this thing quickly. Swinging with all my might. Oh, I got it!
And it did. All right. There's much rejoicing.
Whew. No rejoicing. We're right next to the freaking dragon lair. We just kill it.
But you slit its throat. You never said a word.
And here I was kind of hoping I'd finally get to use its death ray, but that's okay.
No, I was deathly afraid of that one. It's like, nope.
I love the random encounters. All right, we are out of combat.
Can we? How do you rule on retrieving arrows?
Simple rule, you get half of them back. It would appear that roughly half your arrows break against the walls while the other half are still intact.
Got it.
Although you did happen to notice that the Draconians you were fighting up at the prison cells were using longbows. They may have some arrows on them.
I'm just about out of arrows, so.
Yeah, I have one left.
Tanis, I remember seeing some arrows. I'll stay with Goldmoon if you'll go and grab them quickly.
Yeah, I'm definitely short on them too.
And I'll retrieve my trap and hope this huge beast didn't break it. Is there anything about the beast that we might find worthy of taking?
Do you really want to go up to the beast knowing that it reeks of all reekness?
Oh
No,
my!
I mean if I don't see any golden hooves or a golden
No.
tooth in its mouth, yeah,
The gold
I'm
ring
good.
through its nose. Goldmoon is
I
going to
will rejoin.
go back here and listen for the tapping.
All right, so I'm gonna go try to find some arrows.
I would say between there were a total of 3 Draconians I think you fought. So that would be, we'll say 10, 10, and 10. Half of them were destroyed in the explosion. You found a total of 15 arrows. By about this time, Raceland and Kara, because it's going to take you a few minutes to look over find the arrows. Raceland and Karaman, you can move yourselves up to the door. I think you know which door.
Yeah, I'm already there.
And let's talk about let's jump to uh, Tasselhoff and Flint. Heading roughly another maybe 300 feet or so, you find in front of you a dead end that seems to a collapsed area of the tunnel. But about 30 feet before that collapsed area of the tunnel, you see a shaft that ascends about 30 feet to a grate in the floor above you. There is a makeshift ladder bolted to the wall of the shaft.
Okay, so there's a shaft going down
Oh,
30
yeah,
feet.
thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in the hallway we're on, there's a shaft that goes down to a grate so we can see into the room below us, and that's about 30 feet before the collapsed wall where we left the other guys, presumably.
You would guess that based off the map you found.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's pretty much your passive perception right there. Or your passive insight.
Well, Tanis is. I'm sorry, Taz is going to kind of give Flint like the pause here sign, like shh, and how big a gap is that? So the shaft's headed down. Can I get around that hole?
No,
To
there's a shaft going up. There is a ladder attached to the wall of the shaft. And 30 feet up above, 30 feet going up the shaft is a grate, Grate, that appears to be a grate to a floor. Did I say the shaft was going down? I'm sorry.
okay, I'm totally misreading it. For some reason I thought we were above this room. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. We're in the sewer, of course. All right.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, so same thing. Flint, Taz is gonna have Flint kind of just pause. I think Taz is gonna make his way up that ladder, being as stealthy as he can at this point, to see if he can get a look to see what's on the other side of that grate.
All right, let's pause there. Don't worry, we will take a break in just about 30 seconds. Let's jump over to Raceland and Karaman. Are you two just going to go through the door?
My thought, and I'm sharing this with Karaman, is probably that we open the door and look in, but don't go in yet until we hear something.
I would listen at the door first, see if I hear anything, and then quietly open it, see what's in the room.
I agree.
You hear not a sound.
Let's take a peek.
All right, so
No.
I'll quietly open the door and look in.
Go ahead. Yep, you can open the door if you want. This 30-foot high ceiling arches above a 20-foot wide hall. Mosaic patterns cover the floor with meaningless design. All right, let's pause. Tennis, Raceland, and Gold Moon. You all are at. Uh, is that where you all want to be standing?
Well, we're listening for the tapping, so we know that they're down there.
Got it. What about you, Tanis? Is that where you want to be?
Yeah, just in case something else comes down the line.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Then let's take a break, and you all can think about what you want to do.
Okay.
including a Greek pronunciation, which I'm not quite sure how to phoneticize.
Catoblepus. All right. I guess I can trust a computer over a human.
So Taz is still invisible, right?
Yeah, invisibility lasts, is it 1 minute or 10 minutes, right?
I think it's an hour as long as
I
I'm
thought it was
concentrating.
an hour, right?
Oh, yeah, an
Full
hour. God, I always
Yeah.
get spells mixed up. Can you tell I'm melee? I lean toward melee classes. All right. Let me go ahead and start this. Get the stream off of break time, and we'll begin again. Oh, let me throw up a ready check just in case.
We all checked it.
Oh, okay.
I think Tannis pretty much killed that dragon already, so
Yeah,
we should be.
Tannis went in there and slayed it while you were away.
Yeah, I figured that was the best strategy. Kill it while the DM isn't here.
$79 points of damage. Okay. I'm just saying okay, but okay. That might be a little better. Okay, let's start things off with what did you all decide on? Did you decide on anything specific I need to know about? Either that or I'm going to pick one of your parties and we're going to go for it.
Well, mine's kind of generic, but just to fill in Raceland's thoughts to his brother and probably what would be common knowledge amongst the heroes or the companions. So Raceland points out to Karaman that this long corridor looks like a perfect. Whoa, my map just disappeared on me.
Yes, it did. Keep talking.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
as long as you did that and it wasn't the glitch in my system. So yeah, this long corridor looks kind of dangerous and a perfect place for the dragon to ambush us. So we definitely do not want to be its first, the first thing it gets attention of. So we kind of need to wait here until we hear or notice something going on at the other end of that hallway.
The other end of the hallway, we're waiting for him to tap, and then we're gonna wait probably around 10 to 15 seconds, and then go in the front door.
So Raceland and I don't know where they are. I mean, I'm up in the thing. You guys are not no longer in the long hall.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to tap. We're at the end of the sewer. We said you go over there, tap on the rocks, and then that's when we know you're there.
Right.
Go in the
Right.
We'll go in the
I
main
know
door.
Goldman's over there with Tanis, but are Cameron and Raceland with you guys as well?
They're not with us, but you don't know that.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't ask that question. What are you trying to do? You need to do
Walkie-talkies.
you need to quickly go a tap on and get their attention and climb up that rickety ladder to the
Correct.
grate.
Right.
I know they're not there, but Taz does not know where they are. He knows he wants to take a peek in that shaft, and he's just going to take a peek, see what he can see, and then he's going to go tap on the rocks. That's what.
Yeah, or you could signal to the other guy to go tap on the rocks and then come back.
Yeah, Flint is with
Yeah,
you.
I think.
He,
Look,
he is, but he's also making enough noise to raise the dead.
So Carmen's gonna. I'm gonna put my shield, my spear, in my shield hand, and sort of kneel down on one knee, put my hand on the ground, so that if the dragon starts moving and stuff, I might be able to feel it.
Oh, I like
Okay.
that. I like that a lot. All right, let's begin then with Tasselhoff. You climb up the shaft and are now 30 feet up the shaft with a grate right in front of you. or above you, I should say.
I should say before I headed up there, I have snuffed out the lantern,
I was
as
just
I'm
gonna
guessing
ask you.
there's
Okay.
probably some light coming from that room. I would assume some sort of light source.
You assumed
Either way,
wrong.
okay.
It's
Well,
actually
I have
quite
seen.
dark.
Okay. Well, I have seen the. I'm assuming I've seen the rung of the ladder since it was described to me. So I know where that is. I can kind of feel that ladder, but I am definitely going to turn that lantern off before I head up that ladder.
Okay. Yep. All right. You're up the ladder. You're at the grate. The lantern's off. It is quite dark on the other side of the grate. What do you do?
Okay. So there's nothing. It's completely dark. There's nothing I can see there. No,
Not really.
no,
You can
nothing.
feel the grate though.
I can feel the grate. Um, can I give it just a little tug just to see how is it bolted in? Is it? Can I feel for a lock? Can I see what's holding that grate on there? Is there a latch?
It's up. You feeling it around, giving it a good investigation. I'll uh, allow you not to. I'll let you not roll this time if you don't want to. It's about a 4 foot by 4 foot grate. You give it a little push, and it's just a grate resting on the floor. It appears like it could easily be lifted a few inches up and slid across.
Okay. So we know we can move that. Okay. Well, I don't know what is in there, and I can't even tell how far down it is. So it seems like it'd be a little insane to try to sneak in there. Hey, this is a no pun zone, guys. Um,
2/3 of a pun is PU, and it can't beat the stink that we already met.
Boy. Oh.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
okay,
Does
Taz.
he hear anything?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's totally dark. Am I hearing any sounds? Feeling any air currents or anything coming through there? Smelling anything bizarre in there? Does it smell wet? Does it smell? Do I smell animal fur or feel breath? Does it feel cold? What are my senses telling me?
Any light?
Yeah,
Any
absolutely.
light coming through?
Let's go ahead and talk about it then. I didn't quite catch one quick thing, so enlighten me. Did you move the grate, or are you checking through the grate?
I am looking through the grate. I just shifted it enough to know that it's movable. I'm not prepared to try and remove it completely just yet. I want to see what I can see before I risk making any noise or smell or feel.
Just the breath of a dragon. No problem. Snoring.
You hear nothing for a moment, and then in that moment that you hear nothing, you smell something. Uh, it's you can't quite tell what that smell is at this point, but you do smell something distinct that you've never really quite smelled before. Secondly, after that moment passes, oh, and it is completely dark. You do not see anything. Um, After about a moment, though, you hear the one thing you love more than anything, Tasselhoff. You hear a few coins trickle down like a pile.
Okay. Taz is kind of if well Flynn can't see me. Flynn's back at the other hall. Taz is awfully tempted to go give it a little look see. Um, but again, I can't tell how far down it is. I can't really see much. Um,
You are tempted, but just to give you a heads up. Flint, let's pause on Tasselhoff. Flint, Tasselhoff has been up there for a few moments now. Are you going to rap a tap tap, or are you going to wait for Tasselhoff to give you a signal, knowing Tasselhoff?
I'm gonna look up there. I have dark sight so I can see him. I guess I see him just looking around. I try to make like a small, soft little noise to try and see if I can get his attention.
Yeah, Taz looks down, sees him there. He's telling him to be quiet, but as he's looking at Flint, Taz is starting to now pick up and move that grate off to the side a little bit.
As
So,
I see that, I'm gonna walk softly to the end and try and do the tapping on the rocks.
all right, let's pause for a moment and just jump over to Raceland and Caraman. How are you two doing?
I believe we're doing fine. We haven't seen or discerned any kind of sign of combat or activity beyond the far doors, correct?
No, you have not. It's been a little while, though. You definitely got to that door and opened it probably before Tasselhoff and Flint got to where they were. And poor Gold Moon Riverwind and Tanis have been over there for quite a long time, with a horrible smell to the north of them. So the question is how impatient are you two?
I was going to comment that I believe Raceland is well trained in being patient. It pretty much probably comes down to whether or not Caraman is getting itchy.
So I've stood watch many a time. I'm just trying to be as quiet as possible. I am keeping an eye out beyond Raceland to the north, but I'm desperately just. I have my helmet off and I'm just listening, and with my hand on the ground, feeling for. I figure if a dragon's gonna be moving, I might be able to feel it.
Yep, I'm on it. All right, then give me 1 second.
As I
Everything
mentioned,
looks good on my end. Riverwind, Gold Moon, you hear the faintness of a rap tap tap. Thankfully, it was Flint who did it, being a dwarf and knowing his stonework. He knew exactly how to carry the sound through.
Like dee dot 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 dee
Hey,
dot
that's
dot
right.
Okay.
Get some Morse code going.
Hey guys, we have action. So we're going to give it about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and go through the door.
and just to be clear, Vod, Raceland is willing to be late to the battle. He just absolutely does not want to be the one that triggers the battle.
Oh, I 100% don't want Raceland to be first in either. He got fucked up last time.
Yeah, that's kind of still imprinted on him.
All right, then we're going now back to Tasselhoff. Tasselhoff, not really thinking about it, just the curiosity alone. You swore you heard the sounds of coins, and you just don't like the idea of coins laying around without an owner. And you just happen to now be in a room.
Before anything else happens, Raceland does ready a set of underwear so he can change right after he sees the dragon.
Hasselhoff is still invisible, right?
Well, we're about
You
to find out.
you think so?
It has not been an hour. It's probably been like, I would say, a half hour tops at this point.
And I am still concentrating on him. However, that brings up an interesting question. If I have to concentrate to maintain the invisibility on him, if he breaks the invisibility through an action, would I be aware of it?
Of course you would. You're concentrating. Something breaks your concentration.
Okay, so in which case that would also probably trigger us as to, okay, yep, time to move.
Thank you. Tasselhoff, you're in a room. It's completely dark.
Okay. I'm just taking a look to see what I could possibly do. Can I? Let's
How about
see.
this? Tell me what you would do in about 20 seconds.
In about 20 seconds, I'm probably going to. Oh God, the music. He's going to kind of try to follow his ear to where he located or heard those coins. He's going to kind of put his hands down on the ground and try to feel his way to a pile, or try to, it sounded like coins trickling down a pile. So he's feeling out the room. He's trying to make his way. Again, trying to be silent, but he is he's feeling around.
I would say in about 20 seconds, you do happen to find some items on the ground.
Okay.
All right,
Item.
items that clink together, small, round. They hold no smell. Yes, you can all look it up. Gold and platinum do not smell, although most other metals do. So I will not say that you smell anything,
Unless
but
you're Yukon Cornelius.
what's that?
Unless you're Yukon Cornelius.
Oh yeah, there you go. But Tasselhoff, you definitely recognize from the feel, the weight, the sound that it makes. There are coins scattered about in this room. If only you could see. 20 seconds are up. Hey, Riverwind, Gold Moon, Tannis, let's finally get to you three. Would you like to open that door?
Oh yeah, going in.
Oh, wait, my sweet. I will go in first.
Go ahead. You can go in. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but on your guys' screen, you don't see anything.
I don't know. I can't seem to move past the barrier. It's like a blue line that comes up. Yeah, now I see myself, but otherwise it's dark.
Perfect.
But
And I will
we can't
maintain
go,
a stance in front of Gold Moon.
can't go inside the room. There we go. Okay. It's dark in here.
All right, let's jump to Flint. Are you going up the ladder?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you have this area masked. That's why.
Ha 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 ha.
I can't wait till they do the lighting stuff.
Oh my gosh, I know. Any day now. Any day now.
Any day.
My guess, I'll even throw down a few bucks. Tuesday.
Like tomorrow or next Tuesday.
You're either. I don't want to throw down for tomorrow, but I could see it being tomorrow.
I could definitely see it being next Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll probably be next Tuesday. All right, because it's in test mode right now.
Yep.
And they said, I read in the forums that they were about to put it live, but found a few glitches.
I saw that too.
Yeah, so it's any day. All right, folks. Tasselhoff, Flint, you're on the map. About this point, you hear a loud female boisterous voice. Uka la chaka. Welcome. I am happy you made it.
That loud enough for us to hear it?
That is loud enough for you to hear it. The darkness magically is lifted. Before you, a vast chamber stretches, 100 feet in diameter. The circular room rises 4 stories to a cracked and broken translucent dome. Dim light filters through the mists above now that the darkness is gone, spreading onto the center of the rotunda. There, a glossy black dragon straddles a pile of jewels, steel weapons, and intricate items.
So, Vod, I'm questioning whether or not either I or Karamid would notice either the sound of the dragon's voice or any light creeping from around the door once the darkness is lifted.
Both. You both heard the dragon as its voice is very booming. And also being that room is very large and tall, the sound would echo and carry throughout all hallways. And then yes, you do see a little bit of light just immediately shine through the bottom of the double doors to your east.
Okay, so
Do we feel any dragon fear?
We're getting to you guys, Flint, Goldmoon, Riverwind, and Tanis. In just about 10 seconds, we're going to talk about some dragon fear.
except Tass will be immune.
I didn't say his name.
No, you didn't. So yeah, as soon as Karaman and I hear the voice from the other end of the corridor, I will look Karaman directly in the eye and put my index finger up, indicating hold. You know, wait a moment. Let's hear what he or she has to say.
Actually, I was gonna offer. I almost spazzed it. I meant to talk to you, Raceland. Would you like to take on this role?
Sure. Yeah, I was ready to go.
Awesome. Because I realized like last episode or two, I keep spazzing at letting you do things. So, by all means, why don't you play her out?
My pleasure. Do
I
you
think
have
I
it?
set it up okay for you.
Do you have any additional notes in the module beyond what was in the original content that I need to look at?
Well,
I have a PDF up, but I don't have your copy up at the moment. But I can load that up.
oh, okay. Well, I'm to be quite honest, I'm not fully going off the module, but give me a second.
Right. Give me just a second then.
It is 70K. So it is 67011.
Okay, I will get to it. Give me like 45 seconds.
Or I can just throw it up to you.
If you want to, yeah, that'll work too.
I think it should pop up on your thing now. But while you're looking at that, just so you know, this whole conversation, it's all on you.
Yeah, oh, I know the role she plays here. Okay, module is loading now. My apologies, I did not have this up. Did you say you sent me a copy somewhere, Bob?
I thought it didn't pop up to you. I dragged it over
In
to your
what?
character.
Oh, inside Fantasy Grounds. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yes, it did. Okay, thanks. Cool.
that's all you need. That right there.
Yep, you are right. Hold on.
Or go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so this is pretty much what came from the book anyway. Okay, So am I speaking Cassant's part, or you want me to do the other part?
You're Cassandra.
Aha, okay.
She just finished. Well, first she spoke in a language that no one understood, and then in common she said "welcome," and I paused it there for you to take your bow, or take the stage. I mean,
Welcome, heroes. You think you have me at disadvantage, but little do you know. I have been preparing for your arrival, and you shall not have what you seek.
So do we get a roll initiative?
well, are you just gonna attack her really quick?
Riverwind is wondering if he is feeling any dragon fear.
Yeah, I need to work on that. 1 second here.
So long as it does not prevent a hostile or threatening uh, presence, then I will not engage immediately. See if we can find a more peaceful solution.
Tennis, Riverwind, Flint. The three of you are frightened, meaning you cannot get any closer to it.
So from that kind of believe us fight, do I still have the? Has it been more than 10 minutes?
Yeah, since the Cataplebis fight, yes.
Ah, dang it! I was gonna say, Bardic Inspiration.
So,
Okay, I'll give you. No, 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 no. It's gone.
And the dragon takes to the air as soon as she finishes her comment.
Yeah, but I wanted to be able to react to it before she goes and does 30 seconds worth of moves.
Yeah, that's up to Vod to time everything out, but she's basically going to make a statement and then take to the air.
Well, if she's making a statement and taking to the air, that tells me if everyone wants to roll initiative, go ahead.
Yeah.
Unless someone's gonna try to.
And a dresser.
Yeah.
so I didn't play with you guys the first couple sessions. Would Riverwind have the same feeling that this is the creature that like flayed his skin off with acid?
Oh,
Did you guys play that out?
We kind of did. It ended up becoming Raceland instead.
yeah.
Okay.
No, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, for the novels, yeah, but keep in mind that Riverwind still would probably get some flashes of his
Yes,
original encounter with Onyx from when
I
he was
agree.
Yeah.
here prior.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about when right before the staff flash and they disappeared.
Okay, I thought you meant when they were in the swamp. Yes, you
Because
would.
in the novels, it's Riverwind that gets melted, not Raceland in the novel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that doesn't apply here, but he still has memories of when he was here the first time around and was pretty messed up and lost his best friend.
But they're kind of vague and uh uh what's the right one?
Dramatic,
Yeah.
flashbacky. All right, so are we waiting for the dragon to take her initial action, or?
Well, I thought she just did. She just spoke and took off. Is that right?
That's basically what everyone gets a chance to respond to, but I'm pretty sure she still gets an attack.
And
She's up first, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks that way.
All right then No one spoke up. I tried to give a little bit
I
of
I
opportunity. Oh,
tried to
go ahead.
speak up. I
Go
tried to
ahead.
speak up, and I was going to give her one command:
Yeah, go for it.
approach.
Yeah, you are not frightened.
And I have command.
Nice.
That's the staff.
It is. Let's do it. Oh, thank you. Let's do it.
So at this point, I need to add something. The room echoes with an ethereal voice that seems to be speaking to each person individually. Retrieve the discs and hit the dragon with the staff. All will be well.
It is well with my soul. Okay.
Oh, nice one. Good one. All right, Gold Moon. You did hear that. You heard, and Gold Moon, I would say you recognize that voice as the voice as the statue that came to life in a previous episode. Uh, the orders are quite simple: retrieve the discs and try to hit the dragon with the staff.
So she's just telling the dragon approach, and she's
Nice. But the dragon succeeded in its save.
Yep. Okay. That was
Do you want to get near the dragon?
if I have a choice. Yeah.
You do. You're not frightened.
Well, it's not my move, is it? If it's my move,
Oh,
I'm going to go up there right now. I just wanted to use the command as it was talking. I just wanted to come out and say approach and use the command, which it said right.
yeah, but it was worth the effort. I definitely think that was an excellent shot. And
You know what? I could use my inspiration. Yes.
yes, you could.
Actually, I can use cutting words on it.
Oh, that yeah,
Which
yeah, you
is
could.
let me see, that does
1d8.
1d8. Yeah, and that's a reaction. So I will use a cutting word to reduce her save.
All right, we need a 6, 7, or 8. Go for it
Drop the d8.
with a d8. 3 out of 8 chance, and you did it.
Ooh, wow.
The dragon still succeeds its saving throw.
Okay. It's got
Legendary resistance.
legendary resistance. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a bigger dragon than I thought.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. All right.
All
I
right.
would say that's a good initial move before we go into combat.
All right.
So let's go into combat. Everyone, if you haven't played it yet, I posted it in the Discord text chat. The combat move music I made for this boss encounter. A couple of you may have heard it already, but some of you may recognize it if you're 35 or older. Enjoy the music. We begin with Kisant. There we go. I realized, forgot I had all of you targeted still. Okay, 1 second here.
Is that an original piece? I don't recognize it.
You're under 35, aren't you?
No, sir. 47.
Oh my gosh, that is Sephiroth's theme, One-Winged Angel.
I was thinking
No, I
Final
don't know that
Fantasy.
one.
I just couldn't remember.
That was 9 pages of sheet music that I composed into an MP3. So
Is that you playing?
kind of, I did teach myself how to play it on the piano, but I found it was much easier to digitally digitally compose it instead. I'll tell you though, it took me 3 weeks to learn how to play that on the piano. That was tough. But if you hear me playing on the piano, you'll hear the hammer keys, and I hate that. Okay, enough of that. I'm sorry.
Did the other guys come in the door yet?
On their turn, they're going to.
Okay.
Probably we won't get to there until the second round.
The dragon casts a spell on you, Flint.
And I didn't make my save.
Flint, isn't that such a beautiful dragon?
It's amazing. I love it.
You want some more of it.
Man, this is a really backwards thing where it's not like the person casting Charm Monster on the monster. It's the monster casting Charm Person.
Charm person, that's right, not charm monster. She stays floating up in the air. How high did we get her up to? Probably like 30, 50 feet. Well, I guess she could fly up to 80 feet. Let's say she flew up to 80 feet in the air, since this is 100.
Yeah, it's 100 feet up. She can go
Yep.
up. Yeah, she's supposed to let loose a breath weapon right off the bat.
Oh, you guys saw that in the swamp.
Don't go
You're-
giving him ideas.
I almost did the breath weapon, but do you really want me to do deja vu twice in today's episode?
Charm
I think
word's good.
I think what Raceland was saying is that he wants it already used before he gets in there.
Oh,
Just remember, it's what, 5 foot by whatever.
yep. All right, but that ends her turn. She actually stays hovering up in the air where she's at. Riverwind, she's roughly about 100, almost 100, maybe 110 feet away from you. You're frightened, so you can't get closer, but that doesn't mean you can't attack or anything.
So Riverwind would like to make a voluntary kind of, I don't know, some kind of Constitution save to see if he falls to his knees in terror, overcome by these past images.
By all means, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
I don't think that landed in the box.
Oh, it did. It just took a moment.
Uh,
Oh, wow, nice. You dropped a 22, but even a 15 is still good. I would say even though you continue to stay frightened, you're able to shake off the horrible memories that continue to surround your mind.
Can I make a quick assessment on the ceiling as I'm looking up at this beast? What does the ceiling look like?
It's like a dome, a broken, translucent dome.
So it's in pretty bad shape, the ceiling?
It is about 4 stories high.
I'm going to try to focus my aim on a portion of the ceiling that looks especially crumbly and try and strike it so it falls on top of the dragon. What do you think?
Yeah, I do like the idea. I definitely do. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's roll just without anything targeted. Just roll an attack roll with your longbow.
All right. So, how do I use the bardic inspiration?
I would actually say a 15 just barely is able. You hit a beam, splitting it. The wood must have been pretty rotted. Just kidding. The beam splits, cracks, and a giant chunk of ceiling begins to fall. With Kisanth about 80 feet up in the air, it's about 20 feet of falling. We're not going to get into the whole 9.8 meters per second squared, which I prefer over the D&D rules, but that's okay. We're just going to say Kisanth needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, she failed. Wow. She took some damage. I'll let y'all know. She took 10 points of damage. And she also, let's see here, once fell to the ground.
And I'm going to use my second attack to try to injure the wings. All right, so now how do I use the Bardic Inspiration? Just roll a d8 and it goes away? Or is there something I got to hit?
Okay, so just roll a d8 and I'll add it to the 11 and we'll see if that hit Kisanth. A 14 still misses.
All right.
Did she make a con save for the spell?
She is now, and she saved. I would say a 29 saves.
Yeah. A little
But it was,
disheartening, but good
it's,
attempt.
I know, I was kind of thinking, oh, but that's okay. All right, Tasselhoff.
Did she take damage when she hit the ground?
She did. She took 10 damage. Oh, when she hit the ground? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that too. There you go, everyone. Got it off. And she took 11 damage hitting the ground. All right, Tasselhoff.
All right, Tasselhoff, while he is still invisible, he doesn't want to give his position away quite yet. He's going to start inspecting that treasure pile. He's climbing the pile. He's looking for anything. Obviously, the coins are important in attempting, but he knows, he heard the voice in his head that he's looking for some discs. Can he start and kind of scanning that pile for anything that looks like a disc, that looks roundish, that's not a sword or a piece of platinum or gold?
All right, so give me an investigation check. You are invisible and you are not frightened.
At least it's nothing like looking for the Arkenstone and Smog's Hoard.
End of the turn, yes. Oh, I'll double check. I hate just thinking I know.
Because I was just saying for Riverwind.
Not quite as big as Smog's treasure room, I would hope.
Yeah, that was quite a task that Frodo had or Bilbo had trying to find that thing.
I will have to say that the way that they designed it was actually pretty spectacular.
Yeah, they did an amazing job. And they put some amazing amount of dedication into doing those films right.
I totally agree. Quickly, tell me a spell that frightens someone.
Fear.
Illusion. Minor and major illusion.
All
DL,
right. In order to no longer be frightened, it is at. We're just going to keep it simple and say it is at the end of your turn, and it is a wisdom saving throw. Thank you, everybody. I kept thinking of a word like, come on, what's a spell? And I just kept coming up with the word frightening. And it's like, that's a stupid spell name. Okay.
So do you?
You want Taz?
Oh, but that answers your question about fear. It's at the end of your turn. Ooh. And the magic number was a success. You successfully are no longer frightened, Riverwind.
What score
I'm
is that?
emboldened by my amazing hit on the non-moving ceiling.
All right, and then Tasselhoff, coming back to you and your investigation check.
No joy with a 13.
You start looking around the coins and you start trying to find a disc. What's this? You find a very shiny cloak. I went ahead and put it in the party sheet. You better snag it quick before everyone else sees what it is.
A cloak. All right. Taz will grab it. And he is going to, he's going to continue. He's going to use his time to kind of, inspect here while the rest of the guys are going to take this thing until he becomes visible again. So he is pocketing the cloak. Let me see.
Assuming he ever does become visible again.
It's an hour, so and it's probably been about 40 minutes.
I'm laughing because I saw the name of the cloak.
I did too.
Yeah.
I was like, dang. Getting full Frodo up in here.
I actually think this is the first campaign where I allowed the Kender to have it.
yeah, I know I didn't get
How do
it.
I snag that off the party sheet again onto my sheet?
You grab the shield and drag it into your inventory.
Would you like me to show you how?
Oh.
There you go.
It still tells us in the chat what it is anyway.
Yeah, it's all good. As players, you may know, but of course the characters don't. And you all are excellent role players, so I know you guys will handle it fine. Tasselhoff, that was pretty much your action.
Yeah.
You want to move, though?
Bonus action search again.
No.
No, I don't think I can search again. I'm gonna kind of stay in this. Well, who's coming?
Scrooge McDuck that pile.
Yeah, I I think I'm gonna kind of stay around the perimeter of this thing because probably gonna have another hack at it.
They need to make like a realistic DuckTales so I can watch someone jump in the gold and break their neck.
That would end up looking like what was the movie, the George Lucas movie with the duck, Howard the Duck?
Oh no, I used to love that movie as a kid.
Yeah, it's kind of lame in ways.
It is so
So-
lame as an adult.
So, what squares are this dragon in? She's kind of straddling all the different. There, thank you.
There
Okay.
we go. Thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to strike it with the staff, and
All right.
all right, I'm going to strike it best I can.
We need to find the discs first.
Oh, don't worry. I have plans for that.
Okay.
Ooh, it is a hit. Don't bother rolling for damage.
Oh yeah.
I've done
Slaying.
this many times. So Elo here, would you do the honors?
The staff shatters as it strikes the dragon. Blue light bursts from the staff in brilliant spherical waves. Gold Moon is lost in light, disappearing as a ringing sound fills the chamber. The wall of shining blue pulses, its power shaking the earth itself. The great dragon is covered in the glow and falls, screaming into the light. No! The walls shake. Pillars in the room sway and topple. The cracked ceiling begins to crumble. Above the falling ceiling, the cavern walls themselves begin to collapse.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, exactly. Ruh-roh. We needed to find the discs.
We need the disc, and you know what we didn't do is we didn't have a plan for getting the hell out of here.
I
kept
love
saying
that
we needed
part.
an escape route, but no one listens to the mage.
Well,
I
no, because
love
Gold
this
Moon said that she
part.
could teleport, so I was like, hey, that's our escape route. I didn't know the thing would break.
And
these look
the
like
fact,
And
these
she's
look like
gone,
discs
too.
right over here.
yeah, you may not have caught this little part, but Gold Moon, pay attention to. Gold Moon, you disappeared.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Especially
Did
for
the,
Riverwind.
did the staff go with me?
Ooh, the staff is gone as well.
Staff exploded. Coleman's gone. We're all dead.
Flint, if he's no longer frightened because the dragon's no longer there, is going to, he needs he remembers needing to find the discs, so he's going to go look for the discs, try and get things done.
You guys got to find the discs.
Is the dragon gone, or is its body still there, or it just disappeared?
As the dragon howls in pain as bits of light begin to shine out of it. And in a moment later, the dragon sucks itself into a single point of singularity and then explodes, creating a brand new universe. No, it explodes into a bright light, sending dragon chunks everywhere.
You're doing too many
Ew.
mash traps.
So we're effectively no longer frightened.
Yeah, let me take it off of you all here. Now, no longer being in combat, there are a few things we can talk about. First off, you don't have to roll an investigation check to do an investigation. You can say, I'd like to spend a few minutes instead of, I'd like to quickly search. Spending a few minutes allows you to automatically find things.
Are we in danger of falling masonry or glass or anything?
In fact, well, that's the second part, the second half. First half is to end the first half of my speech. Do you all want to spend a few minutes searching things while you look above and see falling rocks smashing the ground around you?
I think we have like moments.
You have a few minutes, I would say.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm going to search. I'm going to take the minutes and search.
All right.
Riverwind rushes forward to the last place Gold Moon was at. Gold Moon! Yelling out her name.
I'm
Where's
going.
Looking around frantically.
We have our mage coming in too, don't we?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna be
should
yelling
point
for
out that
Raceland.
Raceland was readied as soon as we heard something, so he would have started technically running down the hall right after she made her little speech.
I
I
agree
would think
too.
that
I
we're
was
opening.
actually thinking of moving you all about halfway down the hall before the initiative roll, and I just didn't do it. You can move inside by now. I mean, at this point, you all would be inside
Well,
together.
kinda, but I should also point out that it was Raceland's intention to move to first cast mirror image on himself and then move down the hall just behind Karaman.
Okay.
I would be there, and not knowing the course of events, I'm going to cast magic missile on. Sorry.
Magic missile on him. No.
No, mirror image on myself. Ding, ding, ding.
I had it for a split moment. I thought you were going to say you're going to cast magic missile at the darkness.
No, that would have been a trip up.
Cast magic missile at the discs, so we can find them.
All right, you all begin to spend a few minutes searching around. Because you spend a few minutes searching around, let's get to the second half of my speech. Everyone roll a dexterity saving throw.
Everyone? Oh yeah.
Except for Gold Moon. Gold Moon, in about 5, 10, probably about 10 minutes, you'll be back. Is that cool? And believe me, you're going to love it when you're back.
Oh man, we almost had everybody roll 12.
Nice. Everyone dodges the falling rocks. Good job, everybody. And in spending a few minutes searching the room, go ahead and check the party sheet, everybody.
How do you check the party sheet again?
In Fantasy Grounds, it's in the upper right-hand corner, those 7 little buttons. It'll be the eye with the shadow people. And you just go to the inventory tab of the party sheet. You have all found the
Thank you.
discs of Mystical, 56 jade, a ring of darkness that was attached to one of the dragon's fingers, and as you pulled it off, it began to shrink to the size to fit a humanoid. If you take a look at the ring of darkness, it is a very powerful ring of darkness.
Wow, 100 foot.
Ooh, someone figured it out. All right, you don't have time to talk about this. You found the Dusks of Mystical. It's time to get the F out of here.
Yeah. who
That's
was
the one word I won't say on Twitch.
who was the lucky
Flint,
sod who found the discs?
Flint, Taz, I don't know where you guys are, but we need to bolt now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Flint was invisible too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, for some reason I kept thinking only Tasselhoff was Flint. I don't know how she charmed you. She was amazing. She smelled you. That's what it was. She loves the smell of dwarf.
Ah,
She's used to it.
Burning dwarf.
it was a clean dwarf. Um, yeah, let's run the
Okay.
heck out of here down the hallway.
I would like to also attempt to take like a piece of this dragon. He said it was
Yeah,
in
by all
chunks.
means. Do you know how to make an item?
Yeah,
Yeah, just make an item.
as proof to the Agars.
Proof that
What
dragons have returned.
Yeah.
what piece are you taking?
I don't know.
Tooth. Tooth.
Tooth, claw, blood.
Yeah.
We can clone him then.
Wrong universe.
Oh, sorry about that.
All
Well,
right.
we can ask the
Clone
spellhammer to
with
come in and
spell
take us out
anyway.
to, like,
Okay. No time for
close.
chit chat. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right.
I don't want.
I think
I'll
back
be
to the
honest.
main.
As a DM, I don't want Gold Moon twiddling his thumbs for a while.
Yeah, 100%. We're running. Bolting as far away from here as possible. Riverwind, we need to go.
Riverwood is torn.
Get to the chopper.
The goddess
That's
said that
my
we'd be
line.
fine. Let's go.
I'll stop you guys. You guys just keep running. If something goes on, I'll stop you. Riverwind is hesitant. Is someone going to grab him?
I told him to get up here if he doesn't come. I mean, there's only so much we can do.
Okay, so what about at the bottom of the stairs here, Vod?
Be gone, my love. I'll meet you in the next life.
Vod at the bottom. Of
I got it all taken care of. First off, everyone roll a dexterity saving throw. Just barely, Riverwind, do you dodge out of the way, but everyone succeeds. Modifying things just slightly, just because every time I run this, I feel absolutely horrible for the player who plays Gold Moon. You find Gold Moon unconscious and laying at the bottom of the steps.
I tell Riverwind to help me pick her up, and we're gonna keep moving.
Vod, what about the
And
water?
Riverwind puts his arm on Tanis's hand. I will carry her, my friend.
What was that? Hello here?
What about the water level? This area should be filled with water now?
Filling with water. It's only been about maybe 10, 15 minutes tops.
All right.
Wouldn't be completely full yet.
No, but I think this level begins to be submerged by this point.
Yeah, it is starting to. You all need to run as fast as you can. You probably have minutes before the water becomes too high to be able to wade through. Secondly, there's just a few things to go over. Gold Moon, your staff is missing. Your staff is gone. I'll touch up your character in a little bit here, and I will let you have a lot of fun with your character, Gold Moon, in just a moment too. Um, where all are you headed?
I would like
North.
to at least try and get eyes on what was it, Raven Eye and Sunstar?
Most excellent. You happen to see them running along with some agar
Okay, I would
this
like.
way.
Follow the arrow.
Can't see the arrow.
I'm just going to throw Sunstar up there just to have an icon or a token.
Yeah. Follow
But
the
here's
Vodkard.
what's going on. At this point, it's absolute chaos. You see gully dwarves running around, banging their heads together. Many of them seem to be heading north. Sunstar and Raven Eye are being dragged by none other than Bupu.
Good.
You see Bupu trying to get them to head north.
Head north. Poo-poo hasn't steered us wrong yet. God bless her.
Keep running.
Yeah, we can't go any further north. Our tokens can't move any further north.
Oh, let me fix that.
Yeah, this is our endpoint.
And the gods have spoken.
So Riverwind has Gold Moon in his arms, is carrying her.
Yep, I heard that. I'm on it. I got you on that. Goldman, you can move along with them. Is everyone up there? Is anyone lagging behind?
I think all present and accounted for.
Most excellent, because you hear a crash of waves at that moment as a pounding sound of water rushes through from the east to the west, filling up the entire area. It begins to, as it pools into the center area, it begins to rush and flood toward the north. You all better run as fast as you can. Run, Forest, run. Did you all think I was going to say run, Barry, run?
I didn't know if you were gonna go with Forrest or Barry.
I didn't know either till the last moment.
I don't want Boo Boo to be drowned. Is she coming with?
Yeah, my
No, we're following her.
push to talk is my mouse, so I can't do two at the same time.
Do we go left or do we go right at the fork?
Bupu is absolutely enthralled at the fact of seeing all of you. Come, no time, no time. We need to get out of here.
Which way? Okay, I remember this
Magic
was
way. Magic way,
serpents.
this way. By the way, every so often you see a group of draconians running about as well. A couple of them have even spotted you, but it would appear that they are all trying to save their own hides as well. So if you want to stop and let the waterfall or the tide of water crash into all of you, just so you can fight a battle of draconians, I'll pull them up on the map if you like.
Nah.
Nah,
I'm gonna watch them drown.
Okay, just making sure. I like options. Boo continues up here on the stone.
I imagine it like the end of Return of the Jedi. Well, Luke is just drag. I always found that so odd. Luke is dragging the body of Vader out, and nobody cares. All the stormtroopers are just running for their
Yeah,
lives.
pretty
Total
much.
chaos.
I never thought of that. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch that just so I can laugh at that scene now. No, I guess I've seen it,
Yeah,
but
it makes
thought
it makes sense. I mean, everything's falling apart. Everybody's just. I always imagine that scene like this, like the Draconians just want out of here as much as anybody else.
exactly. Normally they would fight you to the death, but at this time they value their lives right now.
They probably know their boss is down anyway.
I'm pretty sure there's got to be some sort of, I don't want to say telepathic link, but you got to be able to tell when your boss just died. And so Boo Poo steps onto the stone and disappears.
No time to debate this. I'd step
Yep,
on it
follow
as well.
along.
Okay, are y'all gonna try to just escape?
Yep.
yes.
Caraman's gonna make sure Racing gets on there first.
I'm with the big guy.
We all remember this map.
Yes.
Took away line of sight. Added Boo Poo at the bottom. That's where you all appear. Don't worry about putting all of you on there because I just looked at what time it is in real life. You all follow Boo Poo. Insert some cool chase music, not the Benny Hill theme.
Up, boo boo, up.
Good girl. She keeps running up, and then she slides to the left and starts climbing up a pipe. Go, go, go. You all try to start climbing up the pipe, but it's pretty slippery and it's pretty difficult. Thankfully, it would appear that a whole bunch of agar were running right behind you, and they start pushing you through the pipe. Up, up, up the pipe you go, with agar behind you, pushing you out of the way, screaming and shouting, "We're all gonna die! The end is nigh!" I didn't even mean for that to rhyme.
Poet, you don't know it, huh?
Yep.
But his
All
toes
right.
show it. They're Longfellows.
I'm sure the smell by now must be overwhelming between the agar and the sewer.
Funny thing is, human beings, when they're in an area of really bad smell, your nose function actually shuts off after about 10 minutes. Some sort of, I don't know what it is, nature thing.
Adaptation.
Good thing.
Defense mechanism.
Yeah,
You
defense
get
mechanism.
that smell pretty quick too.
Well, that would explain how people can deal in the sewers for as long as they do. Or trash collectors.
Or ammonia in the laboratory.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's bad.
You know, they
Yeah.
found a woman in Florida here, um, in a sewer pipe. She showed up in a canal. They found her 21 days after, and she was completely naked in a sewer drain down
Oh
here.
my gosh. Well, I mean, you all know about Elisa Lam, right?
Don't recognize the
That
name.
does not.
I won't talk about it right now, but after this session, I will post it in our chat. It is the most freakiest thing, true story you'll ever hear. Okay, I shared a map. No more line of sight because we're just running with Boo Poo. All right,
Tw-
that was a quick tour of a map without line of sight.
21 days naked and afraid in the sewers. That sounds.
Wow.
Ever watched the Naked and Afraid series? It's a 21-day stint.
I gotta know, like, why was she naked though? That like piques my curiosity. Like, there's got to be a reason, right?
If you're wet, you don't want to have clothes on.
Oh, cool, good answer. All right, here we go. Last dungeon without line of sight,
Hypothermia training right there.
and you all run out.
Even that top layer of the temple is collapsing as well.
The entire thing is, yep, even the Temple of Mishika.
Oh my goddess.
Ah, leading you back out to this map. You head outside as you see gully dwarfs and draconians and cats and dogs. No, you see a whole bunch of creatures, all in disarray, completely lost and confused. The Agar lost their homes. The draconians lost their boss. Was that their boss? But they lost something special that they worshipped. With no purpose in life for either races, they just stand there, sullied and sad. And so you all decide to leave them alone and
Flint,
head back to your own home. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Flint, here's your chance to be their king.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
before
No.
we leave, maybe we can direct them. Maybe their cousins in Thorbardin will give them a home.
No, if you could only find the gates of Thorbardin.
Hmm.
We should
I am
definitely bring them with us.
invincible.
Is
Yeah,
there
this is
anything we
right
can
for
do?
the day.
Do you want to gather up the Agar and bring them with you as you all head back to Solace?
I feel kind of bad leaving the gully dwarfs, especially Boo-Poo, because she did help us a lot.
I don't think we can get rid of Bupu yet if we wanted to.
Oh yeah,
Is she?
Raceland's girlfriend.
And didn't we say something about going to Pax Tharkus after this?
Ooh, that sounds
Well,
intriguing.
River has got a lead that there might be more people there, but it might be time to lick our wounds a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it.
Well, either way, I would say you all might want to head to Solace to show off the discs of Mishakal. I
Maybe
don't know, but
maybe read.
let's get into the epilogue a moment here. The day ends as you and your fellow heroes trudge back over the Forsaken Mountains. The plains below stretch to the east. Dark clouds flash in the west. But not only dark clouds, even viewed from this great distance, the billowing darkness far across the plains is clearly something else. Smoke climbs into the autumn sky, rising from the forests of Solace. Thus ends DL1, but we do have a little bit of a wrap up here. I know it's right at 8 o'clock my time, so it's pretty late for some of you East Coasters. A gold moon you find around your neck an item. I went ahead and just threw it right in your inventory instead of the party sheet.
A medallion.
A Medallion of Faith, absolutely. Go ahead and read about it.
Okay.
You're not the only one. River. Well, we'll get to this, but everyone level up. Gold Moon. This is the only time I'm going to ask you to do this. Take 1 level of cleric.
Okay.
For you see, Mishakal has come to you and has given you her divine faith, Gold Moon. You now can cast clerical spells.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Which means you can cast your bard spells too, which means you have 5 levels of bard spells.
To catch up on. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's one of the whole reasons I did it that way, because that way she's not, Goldmoon's not totally useless.
Vicious mockery.
Love that
Dude, if we
spell.
just let her keep the staff, she's not useless that way either.
That staff,
The staff was overpowered.
bomb. That was the bomb. And I was like, dude, I could teleport everybody when we're done. Oh, this is the bomb. We could do this.
I know, right? Then it's gone.
Nah.
Yeah, that.
It was a dream. It was too overpowered to live.
Goldmoon, you're not the only person. It would appear after these discs of Mishakal, they explain all about the old gods. And for those who read the discs of Mishakal, the old gods welcome themselves inside your heart. Gold Moon, you now own the Medallion of Faith, a very magical item. And when you first start talking to Riverwind about your faith, and your renowned faith and your new clerical abilities, the Medallion of Faith multiplies. Riverwind, you are also given a Medallion of Faith.
Okay.
There you go. I threw it in your inventory. Why Riverwind? Because you now know spells too.
Because I believe whatever Goldmoon tells me.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Well,
Good answer.
you totally now
good
have
answer.
spell casting. I don't think anyone else gets spell casting though. Nope, just you two. Oh, did anyone not level up and needs to be explained how to level up?
Yeah, I'm leveling
Yeah,
up.
I need it explained.
It's actually quite easy. Here's the way I like to teach people to level up. There are different ways to do it, but this way usually finds the least amount of screw ups. On your character sheet, in the main tab, under class and level, you see your class with the magnifying glass. Click the magnifying glass. And then the appropriately titled window, class and level, opens up. There you see your class with a shield at the far right. Click and hold that shield and just drag it like 2 centimeters down, still in that class and level window, and then let it go, let it go.
What module are they from? Because I'm getting that not. I don't have the correct module open for Carmen.
Okay. No problem. It is the Dragonlance Player's Options book. Singular Dragonlance. Do you know how to open up modules?
I do.
Perfect. I apologize if like anyone's really good at Fantasy Grounds and I ask you a dumb question.
You said the singular one, correct? Just to make sure.
Yes, the singular one. And that should be it. If I programmed them right, it should allow you to do it.
You said it's Dragonlance Player's Options book. Is that the one?
Yep, Dragonlance Player's Options book. I see you were able to level up, Carmen.
So Carmen's been around Raceland so long, he's taken a level of wizard. Sort of rubbed off on him.
All right, it looks like all of you successfully leveled up. If you need to get going, but you want to mess with your character, just send me a message in Discord, and sometime in the next 2 weeks. I mean, we got plenty of time. I'll just turn on Fantasy Grounds, and you can mess with your character if you need to get going now. Otherwise, I'll leave Fantasy Grounds up, of course, and you all can play around with your new level.
Thanks,
Do
Sean.
you want us to do whatever we want to with the options that are available when we level up? Or is there a
Yes.
certain path we're supposed to take?
Nope. From here on out, except for Gold Moon, my apologies, Gold Moon, you are all free to make it your own character.
How do I add spells to Riverwind?
Ah, perfect. Okay. I find the easiest way to do it. Hopefully you've got the modules open. We'll find out in just a second. In Fantasy Grounds, in the far right, click the spells button. Or do you have that button?
So that will be the end of DL1. We shall pick up in 2 weeks with DL2. And hopefully that runs off pretty well. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Deuces.